DBJ here, and I sign off on the end of many of my videos by saying, create, don't destroy. And I think maybe I should explain a little bit more detail about that. I don't mean being creative and create as far as creating a setting or even creating a character, although that's definitely a part of it. I guess my main goal is to have people. It's easy to destroy ideas. It's easy to destroy someone else's ideas. It's easy to say a rule is stupid, it's dumb. You know, I hated that movie. What that guy did in that book is corny. It's easy to go behind something that already exists and negatively criticize it. What I'm always striving for is for people to be creative, come up with creative solutions. If I'm creating a game that's, you know, Game of Thrones and there's all humans and somebody says, well, I want to play a drow elf, you know, I want to play a dark elf, that necromancer with blah, 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 you know, it's up to both myself and the player to come up with a way to be creative, to incorporate both what I wanted to play and how I wanted to run a game and what that player is looking for in that game. Sometimes it's just about looking. I have a video about called Looking Deeper, and sometimes it's about looking a little deeper into what it is that you're looking to achieve. Are you looking to play a long-term game? Are you looking to be, you always want to play a character that was a warlord? Maybe some people, I know I'm guilty of this, some people want to play underdogs. I love underdogs. You know, the person being hunted and coming into town and being the center of attention because of how weird and strange they are. You know, just find ways to make it acceptable for both your ideas and everyone else's ideas. Being creative, finding creative solutions for things. Most of that is house rules. I've heard that Pathfinder is the longest running house rule system in the world. That it was literally created from house rules after 3.5. And, you know, so many people love Pathfinder because it solved the situation of the house rulings that they would have come up with in one way or another, one form of another, had they continued playing Dungeons and Dragons. But then Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition was a creative development to incorporate, in my opinion, those people that played these large MMOs, and now 5th edition came out to come up with a creative way to incorporate all the things that, strangely enough, like OSR and indie game players were looking for. That ability to play a game quickly, simply, to be rewarded for being creative, and to try to come up with a creative way to appease everyone and to keep them playing the games. So, also, as far as being creative and not destructive, you want people, if you find a good group of people, you want them to return in any way, shape, or form. You want them to return to the game, return to your table, return to your adventure. And crushing that spirit, especially for new players, what they're looking for, crushing that can have a detrimental effect. Our hobby, yes, it is growing, but it's also splintering as well. The success of Numenera, I think the success of Within the Ring of Fire, so many kickstarted games out there. The success of the 20th anniversary of bringing back White Wolf is a testament to the people who want those games and still want to create stories in those games. And there are many who are, you know, they're young enough to be my kids, and they're coming up into this role-playing element, and I want to be able to pass on something positive, something not really a legacy, but to pass on something to other young role players out there who don't know what it's about, and I would not want to exclude them from enjoying the collaborative role-playing process that we all have. So anyway, again, as always, sign off, just create, don't destroy. Don't destroy that emotional element in new players. Let's not immediately cast aside and destroy someone else's thoughts, even though, yes, I do joke around about, the worst role players are, the rules lawyer, worst role players are power gamers and whatnot. But I am always open to understanding why somebody wants something, why they play that way, and how we can come to a solution. How can we work together? There's always a way to do this, and just open your eyes and discover why. You never know. You can always learn new things, and including me, this old dog here. So, signing off, as always, be creative. Don't be destructive, guys. Thanks a lot.